Each piece of information is stored in a key value pair. And this is how a dictionary looks like. Colors is key and green is its value. So when we use this, let's take an example to understand the importance of dictionary. Suppose we have to make a phone book, we have to save a lot of numbers of all of our friends. Can we do that with list? We can save a lot of numbers in a single list, but it doesn't seem right. We cannot know which number belongs to who, so we cannot use list here. So here comes the part of dictionary. We can save the whole phone book in a dictionary, like John is a key and contact number is its value. Similarly, the Martin is a key and its value is its contact number, and same goes with the Franklin. So we can save the contact numbers along with the names as keys and values in a dictionary. So let's play with a dictionary. So let's make a dictionary first. Dictionary is always represented by braces. So first I'm gonna make the color dictionary, color dict, and the first key, let's say the color 1, and its value is red, and of course the next key should be color 2 and its value is yellow. I like these colors. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna access the values associated with these keys by using the key. So print color dict. So here I'm gonna give the exact name of the key whose value I wanna get. So let's give the color 1. Okay, save the file and run this program. So we get the red. Of course, because the value of the color 1 is red and we got the red, and similarly we can access the value of color 2. So we get the yellow. So now see how can we access the value by using the get function. This is another way to access the value. Let's see. First I'm gonna save the value which I wanna get into some variable, and then I will print this. So color 1, the name of dictionary, color dict dot get, and here I will give the name of key whose value I wanna get. So let's give the color 1, and now print the color 1. So the output should be the red. Let's see. Okay, so we get the red. So these are the two ways to access the values of dictionary keys. So let's see how can we modify these values. Modifying the values. Modifying the values is very simple. We can simply write the dictionary name and then give the key which we want to modify. Let's see, I want to modify the color 2, and I want to set the value to green. Okay, so now I want to print the modified dictionary to see whether it has changed or not. Modified dictionary, and here we cannot add the plus operator, keep in mind, because we cannot concatenate the string into dictionary. So I will use the comma here, and color dict. So let's save the file and run this program. cls and dict.py. So modified dictionary is red and green. So the dictionary has been modified and the color 2 has been changed from yellow to green. So this is how we can modify the dictionary key values. So now see how can we delete the key value pair. Like I wanna delete the color 1. So I will simply use the keyword del. I'm pretty sure that you are already familiar with this keyword del. So it is very simple to delete key value pair in Python in dictionary. So write the dictionary name and the key which you want to delete. I want to delete the color 1, color 1. So what it's gonna do, it's not going to delete just the key, it's going to delete the whole key value pair. So let's see how it works. Now print the modified dictionary color dict and let's see what happens. So here we can see there's only one key value pair because the first key value pair has been deleted. So let's see how we can access the values by using the loop. So let's make another language, languages. Let's say John loves Python, Alice likes Java, and let's say Phil uses Ruby. So this is our new dictionary, and I'm going to use the loop to iterate through the key value pair in this dictionary. So there will be something different about this loop because I'm going to use the two variables for this dictionary for name and language in languages dot items. We always use the keyword items. This is a built-in function, so we use this to iterate through the dictionary. So keep in mind that the first variable is always for the key and the second variable is used for the value. So let's print name, which is the key, and now its value, which is gonna be language. So let's save the file and run the program. Okay, so this is the key value pair. John loves Python, Alice uses Java, Phil loves the Ruby. So this is how we can access the key value pair to the loop. So let's see how we can access only the keys, not the key value pair, but only the keys. Looping through keys in dictionary. So I'm gonna use just one variable because I have to iterate only through keys, not with the values as well. So for language in dictionary, which is languages, so print language. Let's save the file and see. So we got the keys, which are John, Alice and Phil. We can also access the keys by using the dot keys function. So let's save this program and run. So these are the keys, and similarly we can also access the values without using two loops, just by writing the values function. So this time it's not gonna give us the key, rather it will give us the values in this dictionary: Python, Java and Ruby. So let's see. Okay, so we got the Python, Java, Ruby. So this is how we can get the values of the dictionary. We can also add the list as a value in the dictionary. So let's see how we can do that. List in dictionaries as a value. So let's see, the John knows the bunch of languages which are Python, and he knows the Java as well, and he knows the C# as well. John is a very talented guy, and Alice also knows another language. So we are writing the each value in the form of list, so which is Swift. And Phil knows only one language, and we are writing it in the list form, Ruby. So how we can access these key value pairs in this form? So again, I'm going to use the two variables, first for the name, for names, and the second for the languages in dictionary languages not items to iterate to the dictionary. First print the dictionary key, which is the names in this case, and now I have to write another loop because the length is basically giving us the value in the form of list. To iterate through this list, we have to write another loop, which is for length in length print length. So we are iterating to the value which is the list, and in the first iteration it will be Python, in the next iteration it will be Java, and at last it will give us C hash. So let's save the file and run this program. Okay, so first John comes and he knows the Python and Java, C hash, and then Alice comes, she knows the Java and Swift, and then Phil with the Ruby. So this is how we can access the key values in this form. And let's see another concept, which is the dictionary inside the dictionary, and we can see the nested dictionary. So let's make another list with the name user names. Okay, so let's take the first username, which is C John, and its value is another dictionary which is describing its first name and the last name. And the first name is, let's say, C stands for Carlos, and the last name is John, and another username which is Aceria. Let's write its value is another line, and its value is also another dictionary which is describing its first and last word. First name is, let's say, Alice. Last name is Syria. So how we can access the key values into this dictionary? I'm again gonna use the two variables, first for the key and the second for the values. For username and full name in user names.items. First I'm going to print the key, which is the username, and then print the full name. First concatenate the first name and the second name and save into the variable, and then print. So full name is what full name is basically representing here. Full name is representing the value in each iteration. First it is representing this dictionary, and in the next iteration it is representing this dictionary. The value is dictionary in itself, so in order to concatenate the first and last name to this dictionary, we have to use the name of this dictionary. So in this case the full name is representing the inner dictionary, so we have to use the full name and exact name of the key, which is first, and then concatenate, also add the space in it, and again the dictionary name, and then the last name, and then print the full name. FULN. So let's save the file and run this program. Okay, so C John is a username and his full name is Carlos John, and A Syria, and his full name is, or her full name is, Alice Syria. So this is how we can play with the dictionary. Dictionary is very important data type of Python.